They're saying this is what might be the 2028 Olympics is going to be flag football. I can see that because you see, what is it, frisbee, the football frisbee or whatever it's called. A lot of countries are doing that. Flag football. If you had to put a U.S. team together for flag football, are you throwing some NFL guys out there like Tyreek Hill and, getting a Kirk Cousins or somebody to be your quarterback in flag? Or are you going to go find some of these rec league guys that just kill it in flag football? What would you do if you're USA?
I don't think there's a single team that would love that scenario, having their guys go overseas and participate in the offseason. There's just so much at stake if they were to get hurt. But you know what? I think you might need to have some good athletes and maybe, I don't know, maybe it's retired guys. Maybe it's guys that have been out of the league or guys that didn't quite make it in the NFL. Because you're going to need to compete with some of these rugby countries, right?
Yep, exactly.
The rugby guys would probably be amazing at flag football. They're so fast. And I think they'd be pretty physical too. Like even, I know you're just going for a flag, but they would know how to wrap you up a little bit too. So I think there'd be some real competition there.
Yeah, I think you probably get some of these arena league guys, some of the CFL, the USFL, when they bring the XFL back, all these other guys that are not in the NFL, because I can't see them, allowing. Can you imagine Justin Jefferson going out there and trying to he would be amazing. Put him and Jamar Chase out there. They'd be amazing at flag football. But I can't see a team going out there, because if they tear something, if they get hurt and then they jeopardize the season, they would, number one, the fans just probably wouldn't forgive them, but they probably wouldn't forgive themselves either. But there are still a whole lot of great athletes that are playing football that just are not playing in the NFL that would probably do great at a flag football setting. And it's football. There are people that, are saying okay, the USFL is not necessarily as good of a league as the NFL, but there are still people watching every snap. I see people on, Arif Hassan out here just live tweeting the USFL games. We love football in this country.
Yeah,
exactly. God bless him.
Come on,
Hope he's doing all right. Hope he's doing all right.
Here's one thing I'll say. I said Kirk Cousins, and that would be a terrible flag football quarterback because he's not mobile.
Yeah. Kyler Murray.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Lamar, baby. What are we talking about?
Exactly. It would be hard pressed. And I get it. You don't want your quarterback out there doing all that and flag, and then maybe, like you said, stepping on somebody's ankle, getting your knee blown out. But Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, that's a USA gold medal. That's a couple $100,000 depending on the sponsors you get for this team. So but I do see that as maybe some college guys, because now they can get paid to be Olympians, where before college guys could not get paid. Now they would be allowed to make some money. That's why it'd be interesting to see, even with the USA team, do you start to get some of these top college guys back? Because you're like, well, wait a minute, we got some one and dones that could go win us a gold medal and they can get paid now. So is that more intriguing now to keep some guys around in college and keep them as amateurs, where you can make, if you win a gold medal, whatever the USA pays out, 30, 40 grand, 50 grand. Is that, and then sponsors can pay you a bajillion, to be in the Olympics, because their product is on your back. You're in their commercials, Olympian. But do you sacrifice Lamar Jackson for your country? It's about, you don't want to go into the Olympics and then lose to Germany. We can't lose to Germany in flag foldball or Croatia.
Maurice Boringer out here, throwing dimes, catching dimes.
Exactly.
Mobo,
they do
watch
have,
out,
Germany has there's some international players in Germany, Amsterdam. There's guys out there that still are playing that the NFL kind of took away. But I still follow some former Gophers that are playing overseas, and they get to get 2 or 3 Americans. And the rest of these guys are true football players that just want to, like Moritz, they want to look. They just want somebody to notice them playing this international football and say, hey, this guy's a 360-pound, D tackle. Let's go see what he's about. But yeah, no, it's definitely not Kirk Cousins. It's definitely not Drew Brees. It's a fun thought, but yeah, maybe Kyle Sloter. Kyle Sloter can be Captain America and go win us a gold medal because we know he can scramble.